everybody, welcome back to our GAMA Trade Show 2015 coverage. And we're being joined right now by Scott and Brian from Arcane Wonders, and we have quite a lovely spread here of things. So how about we start over on that end of the table now? We'll just work our way over here, guys. So what do we got over there?
Okay, this is Sheriff of Nottingham. If you haven't heard of it, I don't know how that's possible because it's doing fantastic and everyone knows about it. It's a great casual game to play with family and friends. It has wide appeal. It's got bribery, bluffing, extortion, everything that makes a game great.
I've heard of it.
We're very excited about it. And we've got some stuff coming out in the future for it too. So
okay, good. And so in the line, in the Dice Tower Central's line, what's next?
Okay, we have another game called City of Gears. It is just now getting itself finished up and ready to go to print. We're very, very excited about this. It's a steampunk game. It is a light strategy game, sort of like in the realm of entry-level strategy games. Play it in about an hour for 3 or 4 players, a little less with 2 players, and we're really excited about the way it works. It's really fun. It's very easy to get into. Lots of different tactics and things to do. A little bit of resource management, not too much. Some exploration. Anyways, I feel really good about it. It's going to be a great, nice evening casual game, and it will have a wide appeal.
Very cool, very cool. All right, so let's dig into all this stuff here, Scott.
Literally dig in, right?
What do we got?
So we got 2 different things. So the first thing is our new box for Mage Wars Arena. As many people know, we've been very hard at work on Academy, and in order to differentiate the 2 play styles, we've rebranded what is the traditional version of Mage Wars to Mage Wars Arena.
I see.
This is the game that takes place over a 12-zone board. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Mage Wars, this is the 4th printing of this set. This is a smaller box. The original box was more rectangular, and this is more shelf-friendly.
Okay.
This is going to provide you with new spellbook art. It's going to provide you with new board art. It's a game that allows you to enter into battle with another player as a wizard and have full access to your strategies. Whereas other games, you end up shuffling cards, you end up at luck of the draw or randomness. We use a spellbook mechanic where you have the ability to build your mage however you want. You could have a priestess that's all about turtling and defense, and I could have a priestess that's all about war and acting like a tank, and both could potentially be successful if we enact our strategies right, which is really fun. So every game, you're going to have full access to what you put into your spellbook, and it makes it very dynamic and very strategic. Now that said, as you can see, the board is very big. This is a very in-depth strategic game. One of the things that we wanted to do this year is not only add more for our fans who love Mage Wars, but we also wanted to bring more fans to the game, which is where we started working on Mage Wars Academy, which is this new set. And as you can see, just physically much different size from a box perspective. Whereas this is going to give you 4 mages, the board, and the spell books. The design of Academy is actually you don't need a board at all. The simple design of Academy is you still have a spell book and you still are able to customize your mage. However, when we sit down to play, we need much less physical space. We need much less bits, just things that we're going to play the game with, and it plays on a much faster time frame. Average game length is about 30 minutes.
Wow.
So it's more portable, it's more accessible, it's something that someone may jump into it and say, hey, I love the way this game plays strategically, giving me these options and having this combat, and maybe I want more, so there's arena to move up to. Or maybe they say this is the pace of the game that I want to stay at, and that's great because we're still going to keep continuing bringing out expansions for Academy as well.
So you would consider this something of an introductory product to the bigger one, or if you don't need any of that, you can just jump right into this one.
Yeah, exactly. It speaks.
It is a standalone game too. Like you could play this. People can get into this and play this without ever approaching Arena. If they don't have the time or the space, or they just want something a little lighter and quicker. Arenas for them, and we're designing, Academies for them. We're designing it to be a standalone game where it plays fantastic. Lots of fun tactics, surprises, turnarounds in that game. But, it's a nice stepping stone too if you want a little more. And everything in this box is 100% compatible with everything in this box. So if you're playing Mage Wars Arena, you want to check out some of the spells. We're actually purposely designing some to really appeal to senior, arena players so that they have something exciting.
Very cool. So what's the time frame on these guys? Is this out already?
So this is actually on a boat about to be in port. So this is going to be very, very soon, in the next probably 4 to 5 weeks between distribution and getting everything shipped to retailers. This is going to be later this year. We're still working on a couple of different mages for this. As you can see, this is a priestess and a warlock on the front. We're also working on a beastmaster and a wizard. The concept is that it's the 4 mages from the core set, but they're younger and they're at academy and they're learning to hone their skills and practice their trade. So
very cool.
And then the other big thing that's coming out right now is we have sleeves available from Ultra Pro. So we have 2 of our images from our spellbooks that are iconic, and there's going to be more coming. We're actually just started talking to Ultra Pro about that as well. So if you're a fan that likes to be a completionist, or if you're someone that just likes really good artwork, they're great to be able to add in, and the spellbooks do fit them both with these sleeves, or if you're really protective and you want to double sleeve them and put them into the book, it'll fit that as well.
Wow.
So, yeah. We try to think of everything.
So the game will now survive a nuclear blast.
Hopefully it won't have to, but yes.
All right, so let's loop back around here to release dates. Can you guys tell me a little bit about when you think City of Gears is going to hit?
Yes, later this year. we're
Stay tuned. It's real specific.
That's right. Yeah. You know, one of the things we don't ever want to do is we don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. Right. We want to make sure that when we're telling fans we're going to have something available for them, it's going to be available. So we've done a lot of work. Chris Leader's been a great designer to work with. Brian and him have been very hard at work on how to get everything exactly right to make sure that is a fun experience. As most people know, Euros, the fans of Euros like that experience, building that engine, getting those points, and getting victory. And we want to make sure that while this is a lighter, lesser time frame version of that type of game, it still provides that great experience. So we're still in development on it, but it is something that we're looking at for later this year as well. So.
Sounds good. All right, so let's look even farther in the future. What is after City of Gears, guys?
Well, we've got several games in the pipeline, but I can't talk about any of them because Scott will kill me. So I'll just talk about the next one that you'll likely see. This just got announced. It's called Onitama. It's a little 2-player strategy game. We're working on developing the game with some additional, different box and some different types of pieces and artwork and things. But we're very excited about where we're going to take this game and release it later this year. This is a wonderful, quick 2-player strategy game, abstract strategy game, like a little mini game of chess. It's a lot of fun. It's got a lot of depth to it, a lot of different tactics and choices. We're pretty excited about the wide appeal that this game will have.
And that'll be the 3rd game in the Dice Towers Essentials line.
That is correct.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, well, great talking to you guys. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
And thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.
All right.